What's going on, fellas? So I want to talk about flaking. And no, I'm not talking about females flaking on guys. I already talked about that in another video. If you ain't seen it, go check it out. What I want to talk about, y'all, is when y'all start flaking, when guys start flaking on the females. Now, this is going to be a turning point in y'all mindset. And, I really just want a lot of guys to get there. I get a lot of questions. The reason why y'all asking these questions and shit, some guys know how to handle them. Some guys just want to be able to get more females, catch more females, inspire them with their charisma, get them part of the team, that type shit. I understand that. We all trying to learn that. Some guys are just clueless out there. Some guys out here still trying to figure out, okay, what's a shit test? Is she an attention whore? What should I do here? What should I do there? The reason why some of y'all guys are still at that stage is because, y'all don't understand what it really means to have, an abundance in your life. And when you figure out what you want to do in your life, when you figure out what your passion is, when you not even just that, if you focused on making money, if your goal right now is making money, stacking your bread, that's what you got to be focusing on. So if the only thing you got going on is your job, maybe you work overtime shifts to stack your bread up even more. If you got that going on, then that's going to be your focus. You're going to find ways, okay, well, how can I put myself, kind of marginalize myself so I'm seen as a higher value employee to my manager or owner, so I can get a raise, so I can get a promotion, so I can make more money and stack even more bread. Maybe that's your go-to right now. Maybe that's step one right now, and while I'm finding my passion, I want to at least get my promotions going on with my steady cash flow that I got going on. Makes sense. That's a steady goal right there. That should still be number one. Cash flow is number one. You know what I'm saying? Not going out here getting females. I be out all the time with guys and they're like, yo, MJ, bro, what we finna do, dog? I'm like, what you mean, bro? I'm just, just chilling. He's like, bro, we out here to get hoes, bro. Don't act like we ain't out here to get hoes. I'm like, listen, bro, I'm out here to have fun. I don't know what the fuck you out here to do. And guess what? When I'm ended up having fun, I always end up with at least a few prospects. Let me tell you how this shit goes. So when I go out, whether I'm out with my homeboys or I go out by myself, I'm going to get at least a few numbers of legit females that I can either smash or I'm going to add to rotation. Either females that I categorize as, okay, I'm going to try to hit you tonight, or I'm going to try to hit you next week or the week after, or, okay, I'm going to pursue you, actually try to go on a date with you, then get the ass. It's all kinds of different prospects I meet every single time I'm out. Or, even on a day-to-day basis, man. You never know what chick might fall in your lap. You never know what chick might step down. You never know what chick might show up in your vicinity that you just so happen to be attracted to and you find an interest in, you trying to holler at. You never know. It could happen any day. It could happen at a bus stop, at the gas station. It could happen anywhere. So at the same time, I do understand why some guys are still asking these questions. They still put pussy first. But guys, once you understand what you got going on in your life, you will look at yourself differently. When you go out, you're not going to be in this thirsty mentality. You're not going to be out here like, yo, I'm going to find this next pussy, bro. I'm trying to get a girl. You're just going to be looking around the whole crowd of people in the club, in the bar, and just like scoping out ass. 360 scoping out ass. You don't need to be doing that. And you won't be doing that when you figure out what you really need to prioritize. Number one. Because at the end of the day, this pussy can come and go. Whether you get that pussy tonight or not, at the end of the day, you still have your priorities. Making money. Stacking your bread for the future. Whatever endeavors you have going on, that's number one. Once you understand that, then the abundance will come. Y'all ask, okay, well, how do you get this abundance mindset? Blah, blah, blah. That's when that happens. And on a side note there, the prospects that I get, some of them are going to be females that are approaching me because they, whether or not they send choosing signals or not, they'll approach me and, we'll get something going on. Or I'm out here cold approaching them because I'm like, yo, I'm interested in that. I want to holler at that. So I'll go out and get it. Now, some guys are like, okay, well, you know, don't cold approach. I see some dating coaches put out videos. Oh, don't cold approach. Cold approach is bad. Blah, 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 blah. Here's my take on it. I put out a video on how to cold approach. This is the reason why I'm so indifferent about cold approaching. So, guys out here that are out here just looking for choosing signals, just looking for females to approach them. If you're an attractive dude and you got shit going on for yourself, and you're not caught up in trying to entertain a bitch every time she even looks your way or smiles your way, yeah, you'll get chicks that approach you. But if you're your regular, average dude out here and still in that thirsty mindset, you are not going to get approached by that many women. But even so, looks, attractiveness, that's the first step. If you don't play your cards right, at the end of the day, you still might not get the ass. Okay, that's truth no matter what. The reason why I say cold approach is beneficial is because that shit keeps you grounded, man. That keeps you on your toes. That keeps you out there like, yo, I can still, if I needed to, I can still finesse this chick. If I needed to. If I need to play the cards right, I got them to give. Whereas if you sit here just getting approached by, oh, I'm just going to wait for chicks to approach, that's a lazy mentality right there. If you just sit here like, oh, I'm gonna just wait for choosing signals all the time. If you mixing in cold approach every now and then with waiting on the women to send choosing signals your way, you mix these in together, you collide them, that's how you're gonna maintain interactions with females in general. Cold approach, you're gonna stay grounded. If you don't, you're just gonna be, as soon as a curveball is thrown your way, you're just gonna react any kind of way, and that's not what you need to be doing. So now when you got that going on for yourself, the things that you got going on, your daily life, you have your side hustle while you're maintaining what your steady job is. Now you got other things you got going on. Okay, you're pursuing chicks here. Okay, you got a rotation here. I have this stuff going on. Okay, I'm still messing with other chicks, but at the same time, I'm also trying to get with you. I'm not gonna come out the gate and say that. No nigga's gonna come out the gate and say that shit. I'm not finna finesse my way out of some pussy. So if I set up a date with you, or you know, I set up a meet together with you or something like that for us to get things moving, and I forget, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I don't care. I got too much shit going on. You will feel the same way when you get to that level where you just got too many things that's prioritized in your life, and you got this chick sitting here like, well, what happened? You showed up an hour late. That's what chick said to me. Oh, you showed up an hour late. Oh, this and that. I'm like, yo, you know, my bad. And honestly, when she was telling me, because I told her I'd meet the chick at the gym, because she said, oh, I seen you at the gym, this and that. We met at the bar, saw she had a fat ass. I was staring at the ass, and then she was like, are you sure you want to get to know me, or this and that? Before she even finished what she was saying, I knew she was kind of going there, so I cut her off there. I was like, listen, how about we just meet up? We see where it goes from there. Now, we had scheduled, you know, to meet up. I usually don't meet a chick that early, but she wanted to meet up Thursday. I'm like, okay, well, she's kind of pursuing a little hard. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. I totally forgot, because I don't usually do that. So I get there, I'm late, she complaining. And this whole time she's telling me about this, she's like making it seem like, you know, well, you know, you really messed up what we had going on and this and that. I'm like, bitch, I've been talking to you for like 3-4 days, and all we did was we're meeting up at the gym. I mean, can you consider that a first date? Yes or no? Don't really matter. I didn't really care. And honestly, if you're not in my rotation, if you ain't a chick I've already solidified something with, we've already hooked up together, we already got a sexual relationship going on, I'm not gonna prioritize you. Not, first off, none of them gonna be a priority, but you ain't even gonna show up on that list. So I don't even want to hear, like, any backlash from you at this point is irrelevant. So when she was saying that, I was really trying to stay focused and hear her out, but like I smirked, and then she started going on a rant about how it was a bad first impression. If you decide to flake on one chick to see another chick, or you decide to flake on the chick because you didn't have time or you actually forgot about the chick, it is what it is. Do not feel bad about that shit at all. Because what I did say to that chick was, oh, well, what about the niggas that tried to get with you and try to give you all this attention and validation? like some beta simps and you flaked on them, or you treated them just like whatever, just run-of-the-mill dude. What happened with those guys? I bet you ain't feel any type of way about flaking on them, right? The other guys you got used strictly for validation, texting you for attention, and you ain't worried about what the fuck they got going on. You out here trying to get with the alpha. So I have no sympathy for you. If you wanted some sympathy, I don't know what you got to do. I ain't finna play you a song on a fucking violin. That's not finna happen. I'm sorry. And please believe a chick will try to guilt trip you into thinking some kind of way. Don't go for that shit at all. If you ain't ready to settle down, what you got to be worried about?